Hey there, this is Andy from Skilz4UMedia, and this is video number 1 of my PowerDirector series of tutorials teaching you the basics of video editing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Get to the chopper. Why, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Skilz4UMedia tutorial. And today's video is going to be about PowerDirector 16, which is a CyberLink package for video editing. It is 2020 and there is updated versions of PowerDirector. At present there is 18 and also 365, which is a subscription based. But like all packages, they all share some commonality. So this package is really going to be focused around PowerDirector 16, and this video will teach you some of the basics within the package in how to actually edit videos. Of course, if you have a more powerful machine, some of the functionality on the program will be greatly increased if you have a powerful graphics card. However, I am using a quite cheap laptop to carry out this activity. You'll notice if you're doing picture-in-picture, will take up some more processing power of your machine. So let's get into the package. First of all, open up PowerDirector from your laptop or desktop. As you can see, we have 3 panes within the package. Over towards the left hand side, you can see your toolset or even some of your files that you will be using for the project. Over towards our right hand side here will be your preview screen where you can preview what you have achieved, and down the bottom here we have a timeline where you'll place either images, transitions and sound. Over towards our first menu, which is the file menu, I left click on there. You can see new projects. You can start a new project, start from scratch, save your project, save as, and you have the usual menus such as open up the most recent files. Same thing with the edit menu. You've got your undo, which you could also carry out by pressing Ctrl and Z. Cut, copy and paste. Again, there is shortcuts to make your workflow much quicker. View menu, which you can go to these different tool sets over here. Again, there is shortcuts to make your life a lot more quicker. We have playback. You can play in different modes, and you've got quick save the project and also some tools at the top here. So how does the workflow work? When you're actually creating a video, you would usually either capture, or you might have captured that information or video previously. You have your edit menu, which you will be editing the video, cutting and pasting, cropping, and then you would produce your video, and maybe you would create a disc. As we are in 2020, I think a lot of the content that we create is either produced for YouTube in an MP4 format or 4K. On our left hand side here, we have our various different tools. Okay, so we have the media room, which you would place your MP4, your video in, maybe a still JPEG, and also you could put your sound in there. Within the FX, there's lots of different effects that PowerDirector has within there. I find them a little bit too gimmicky. However, you know, those people who are really creative might come up with something interesting. Within the particle room, you've got lots of different effects in there which can be edited. Within the text, you could do all of your titles to your video to make it really cool. Transition page would be the transition between each clip or image. Again, like a lot of packages, there's a lot of transitions there that you wouldn't use, but I think like one of the most common ones, especially when you see in video, even in movies, is the fade. We have a dedicated mixer on the left hand side here, which you can control the audio channels on your 2 video tracks down the bottom here, and also when you add music. And also you might want to be doing some voiceover work. So again, you can actually click on there and actually carry out voice recordings. So let's create our first video. So I'm going to go to the top here to the media room. As you can see here, there is always some preloaded images and videos. So how do I get the videos that I want in my timeline? I'm going to click on up here with my left button, Import Media. Then you would find the files that you have created, or the videos you've created, and the sound and the images. I suggest finding these in some location that it's easy to find, and make sure you label each one that it's in some chronological order, i.e. that you would have an intro, you would have maybe a front image, and then you would have an outro and maybe some titles. So first of all, I'm going to select all the files that I require and click open. As you can see, these files are now up in our pane up here. There's a little intro, there's a little static JPEG file, intro, there is another intro from me, and an outro. So how am I going to put all these video clips together? Very, very simple. I'm going to go to the JPEG first of all. This is our title. I hold the left button down and I drag to the timeline down bottom here, track number 1. As you can see, it's placed. So how long may I want that on the timeline for? So what I can do is, if I just go down here, click on the control button using the wheel of my mouse upwards, you can see I expand the timeline. So at the moment it's just over 4 seconds. If I want to shorten that to under 2 seconds, I select the timeline with the left button and release, and select at the end, and then I'm going to hold the left button down and drag to about 3 seconds. Brilliant stuff. Okay, so from here I'm going to put my professional Skilz4U intro. I'm going to select that, holding left button down, and paste onto the time frame. Just like that. So all I did was held the left button down, dragged down, and then release left button. But again, I can't see the whole timeline there, so I'm going to reduce that down. I hit Control, and then I rotate the mouse wheel downwards, and just reduce that timeline so I can see the end. Then I'm going to put a little bit of an intro, a video intro, so I can see that file there. I hold the left button down and drag down to the bottom. And finally, an outro. So I've got a professional outro, which I got from Fiverr. Great website to get some reasonably priced, professional looking logo animations. I'm going to click on that, holding left button down, drag it down to my timeline. So as you can see there, I'm just going to reduce it, holding Control and rotating the mouse wheel downwards. So I can see that that video clip is 30 seconds long. So let's just have a quick look at that. So I select about there, and on here I'm going to press the play button. Hey there, everybody. Hope everybody's having an awesome. Okay, so already I can see there's something wrong with this part here, because I start talking around about here. So what I want to do is just trim this clip down. Okay, so what I can do is just holding that left button down on this cursor here, I can just drag it. You can see nothing, and then I start moving my hand. So that's probably about where I want the video cropped or trimmed. So holding that control, so I press the control button down, rotate the mouse wheel. So I'm just enlarging the timeline. So one of the frustrating things I find about PowerDirector is when I trim it, this goes away here. So I'm roughly, it's about there, I need to cut it. So I'm going to go between the clips here, holding the left button down. Okay, and all I'm doing is keeping the left button held down, watching the video as well. So all I'm doing is dragging to the right. So it's round about there. So now it gives the option trim only, or I can trim and move clips, or trim or move all clips. So what I'm going to do is trim and move all clips. So what that's done now is, if I just enlarge that, so I control, rotate the mouse down. All it's done is move that clip as well along with that one. Otherwise there would have been a gap. So hopefully there's this smooth transition.
Hey there everybody, hope everybody's having an awesome...
See, it looks a lot more professional. Same thing I'll do at the end of the video. So I just look at the end of the video, you can see there's this silence. So what I need to do is, holding down left button, I just see where the end of the video happens. So it's around about there. Then I release the left button on the mouse, trim and move all clips. So hopefully when that ends there, it's not 100% perfect, but it will do. Just going to bring that in just a little bit more, move all clips. So there you go, really basic video editing there. Now I've got, that should look natural, so I'm just going to place the cursor there. So all I did was left button release, press play.
Hey there everybody, hope everybody's having an...
See, it looks a lot more smoother than this silence. Go to the end of the clip, make sure that looks exactly, pretty much the same.
Stay safe.
So what I'm going to do is, just to make it really cool, is just when I come out there, I'm going to put a transition between the two. I'm going to go over towards the left hand side of the screen here and go to transitions. That is also F8, so I'm going to click on there and I'm going to choose fade. So I hold the left button down and drag that between the two clips, just like that. Okay, so that didn't look 100% perfect, but I could make that smaller. So again, I'm going to enlarge the timeline. So as I did that, so how do I do it again? Control and the mouse wheel. I go to the animation and I select the end of the animation using the left button, and I'm just going to drag that in. And so we've got that nice transition between the two. So all I did there was selecting the animation, or the transition should I say, and just reducing that in. And there we have that outro. So I think that's it for our first video. And the next one, what we'll do is we'll do how to actually produce that. In fact, let's just do that now, just to finish off the video. I know, a little bit indecisive there, but let's finish it off. So let me just reduce that down. So as we can see, that's 35 seconds long, and we could put transition between the first logo. So what I'm going to do is go to produce. So I've clicked on produce. Now we've got all these different options here to convert it. Now what I'm going to do is output quality, I'm going to make it there, so 1920 by 1080, and all I have to do from there is on the export folder, just make sure that you know where you're actually saving it. I'm just going to call it test. Save. So that's what the file is going to be called, and then click start. So when you click start, it will show on here how long it's got to actually do. So you can see 8 seconds, it's got 34 seconds. So it's going through quite quickly because it's quite a short clip. So it's looking good. Also saying how much space it's taking up on your computer, because videos files will take up a lot of space. So I would suggest having an external hard drive to save some of these videos. So if we just click play, we can see the whole video in process. I might just skip through some of like the talking.
Hey there, wait, hope you're safe.
So as you can see there, we've got a nice basic, we've carried out some nice basic video editing and video producing, and you can get some really good results there. So that was the end of the video number 1. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure that you click that subscribe button. I hope you've learned something new, so make sure you save this video, because otherwise, you know, we're going to need that for the next video tutorial or learning new skills. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to catch you on the next video. See you later.